We're rolling, by the way. The one, day 1 of quarantine and day 39 of quarantine.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we can't talk about that. But, yeah. From New York.
I'm not even sure I understand it.
Uh-huh.
I'm not even sure I understand it. I don't know whether it's from overuse, self-abuse, lack of use.
Yeah.
I'm not that familiar with that area. We all think we are, but we're not.
Yeah. It was so disgusting. I can't even send it to my children. From New York. From beautiful Bayville. From beautiful Bayville.
That's all right, I did.
One of my kids went, oh, that's Uncle Jackie. From New York, from beautiful Bayville on the glorious Gold Coast of Long Island's North Shore. Let's welcome our old friend Jackie the Joke Man Martling. Hello, Jackie.
Hey, what's the worst thing about jerking off on the toilet?
What?
Not every gas station bathroom has a lock on the door.
True that.
Here's a bipolar postcard. Having a wonderful time. I wish I was dead.
Right.
So a guy says to the bartender, you know, it's not every day my wife says, take me upstairs, fuck me in the ass, and shoot on my face.
Jesus.
And today was no exception.
Come on, Jackie. These are nice people. Be nice.
Why'd the Jewish kid breastfeed until he was 10?
Why?
So he could invest his milk money. So a little girl says, Tommy, let's play house. He says, what do I got to do? She says, communicate your feelings. He says, what's that mean? She says, perfect. You can be the husband.
Hey, that's just too clean, Jackie. Come on, these are bad people. Be rude.
What insect loves show tunes?
Oh, what?
The asshopper.
Oh, come on, Jackie. Come on. I'm not.
You're the worst actor I ever. How do you sink a polar submarine?
How?
Knock on the door.
That's great.
So a guy walks in a bar all bruised. He's all bruised and his clothes are all torn off him. Bartender says, geez, what happened to you? He says, I just buried my mother-in-law. Bartender says, why are your clothes all torn? He says, she wouldn't lie still.
Great joke. Great.
So a blonde says to the dentist, I thought your chair went up and down, not back and forth. He says, you dopey twat, get out of my filing cabinet. Oh, here you go, Feldman. This is for Andy Breckman. I hope you listen, Andy. A girl with one leg shorter than the other hobbles up to the bar, and she's standing on an angle. He says to the guy next to her, you want to go out in the alley? He says, Jesus Christ, Gimpy, why would I? She says, why? I'll tell you why. Because you'll put me against the wall, you'll put a brick under my short leg, pull up my dress, stick your cock up in me, and just when you're about to finish, you kick away the brick. And while I'm dancing around trying to find my footing, you'll be getting the best fuck you ever had. All right, so what do a 9-volt battery and a girl's asshole have in common?
What?
Sooner or later, you're going to touch your tongue to it.
Oh, come on, Jackie. Be nice.
I haven't lied yet. So a really big woman says to her gynecologist, Doc, I've always been very fat, so I've never seen my vagina. He says, trust me, lady, you don't want to.
All right.
So the guy says, Judge, I got to divorce her, Judge. Judge, I got to divorce her. I haven't spoken to her in 18 years. The judge says, you haven't spoken to your wife in 18 years? Why not? He said, I didn't want to interrupt her.
That's nice. That's nice.
Hey, did you hear about the Jewish guy who committed suicide?
No.
He hung from a beam by his left arm and choked himself with his right hand to save the price of the rope. So a guy says to his marriage therapist, you know, I knew right off our marriage wasn't going to work. The therapist says, how'd you know? He says, I'm an Aquarius and she's a cunt.
Oh, Jackie, we've got kids listening.
A young nun, a brand new nun, a young nun runs to the Mother Superior and she says, Mother Superior, oh, Mother Superior, the new gardener, he threw me down in the rose garden. The new gardener threw me down in the rose garden, he did, and he flipped me over, Mother Superior. He flipped me over and then he pulled up my habit and he fucked me deep in my arse. I'm saying that he did. He fucked me way deep in my arse.
This is a nun.
The Mother Superior says, well, child, you best go suck on 10 or 12 lemons. The young nun says, and will that be making the Lord our God in heaven forgive me? The Mother Superior says, of course not, you dopey twit, but I'm hoping it might take that stupid grin off your face. So how do we know that Adam and Eve weren't Chinese?
Oh, no. Oh, no. How?
They ate the apple, not the snake.
Oh, no. Not now.
So Stokowski says to his brother, you know, Sasha asked me to get a vasectomy so she wouldn't get pregnant, but it didn't work. All it did was change the color of the baby. His brother says, you think they'll give you your money back?
Wow. That's a great...
So Jake is a farmer and he's got a really nagging wife. And one day she comes out in the field and sits there and she's barking at him while he's sitting there eating his lunch. She's barking at him. All of a sudden the mule kicks up his back legs, smacks her in the head, and he kills her instantly. So they're at the wake, and the minister notices that when a woman offers sympathy, Jake nods his head up and down. But when a man comes up and talks to him, he shakes his head from side to side. After a while, the minister says, Jake, why is it that you nod your head up and down to all the women and shake your head from side to side to all the men? And Jake says, well, the women all say how pretty your dress is, and the men all say, is that mule for sale?
Fantastic. Hey, Jackie.
So what did Stokowski say on his honeymoon?
What?
I think I can fuck her.
Jackie the Joke Man. Follow him.
So, the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company, you know them.
Yes.
The R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company hears about a 108-year-old man in Missouri. 108 years old, and he claims he smoked 2 packs of Camel cigarettes every day since he was 8 years old. Well, the ad rep goes looking, and finally the ad rep finds the old guy, and he says, my friend, we're going to pay you $50,000 to endorse the product. We'll fly you to New York City, put you up in the Waldorf Astoria, all expenses paid, and all you have to do is get up at 8 o'clock and appear on a national morning show just once and tell the good folks who are watching that you're 108 years old and you smoke 2 packs of Camel cigarettes every day since you were 8 years old. And you just have to get up at 8 o'clock and appear on a national morning show just once, just one time. The old guy says, I can't do that. The guy says, why not? He says, well, fuck, I don't quit coughing till noon.
All right.
Hey, how do you know when you're really stressed?
How?
You wake up screaming, and then you realize you haven't fallen asleep yet.
Follow Jackie on Twitter at Jackie Martling. Jokes every day at 4:20 p.m. International Marijuana Time. You want personalized videos? Of course you do. Go to cameo.com/Jackie Martling. Instant fun. Call Jackie's Dirty Joke Line. Use your finger. 516-922-WINE. Want jokes sent to you? Simply email Jackie. Jokeland@AOL.com. Thank you, Jackie.
That's my Jokeland mailing list. I've been sending out jokes once a month for about 25 years, and it's a mailing list of like 30,000 people. But nowadays, I'm getting emails from people saying, listen, you've been sending these for a long time. Nowadays, we really need these jokes, so whatever you do, don't stop. And I ain't going to stop unless somebody shoots me, and I'm sure there's a lot of people would like to.
Right.
Two carriages are side by side in the park, and the first baby says, I get breastfed. How about you? Second baby says, oh, I wish. I get strained peas and strained bananas and strained spinach. Blech, it's crap. You sure are lucky. The first baby says, lucky? Are you shitting me? I share those tits with a cigar smoker.
All right.
I got two more. I got two more great ones.
Okay.
Mr. Friedstein is a really tough boss. He's a real ball buster. So everybody's always really on their toes with Mr. Friedstein. And Jerkowitz has been on time every day for 18 years.
Jerkowitz.
Every day for 18 years, right on time. One day he comes limping in 55 minutes late. His head's all cut up. He's badly bruised. He's all ripped up. Friedstein goes over to him and says, so where you been, Mr. Jerkowitz? Where you been? Where you been? Jerkowitz says, sir, I stepped into the open elevator shaft and I fell 3 stories. Friedstein says, and this took you almost an hour?
Great joke. Great.
Last one.
Okay.
A little old lady's in the dentist chair, and she's obviously a little nervous. So to help her relax, the dentist decides to tell her a story. He says, you see these latex gloves? You know how they make them? They have a Mexican dip his hands into melted latex. He pulls them out, and after it dries, they peel it off. All of a sudden, she starts giggling. He says, what's so funny? She says, I'm just picturing them making scumbags.
Speaking of scumbags, we'll talk to you next week.
All right, buddy. Everybody, be careful out there. Be careful out there. We need you.
All right. I love you, Jackie. Stay on the line for 1 second.